Yeah.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So
Yeah.
your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Yeah.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else? Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Are you in trouble?
This girl is
what?
a boy.
I was right!
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Must be a dude.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Yaka didn't do it. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? Library destinant disappearing save Celeste account. Oh, Celeste account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Might have been
You
Hero?
want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Shoot it. There we go.
No, that's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
No, we
It
didn't.
seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Oh, I better get going. Kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably
Mondo?
because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
Was it Mondo?
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
I do?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I do?
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Track.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
So it can't be Hifumi. That's for sure.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? No, it's really hard to believe. I'm trying to figure out myself. I don't know at this point. Library doesn't disappear soon.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yeah.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
We'll figure it out.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Right?
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Nope, that wasn't it. What the hell are you talking about? Just shut no bitch. Whoops.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Oh, wait.
Did any of that really help us
Get any closer to...
No
Wait.
way.
I think I have it. I think I have it. I think I have it. It was Hiro. Could it have been Hiro? Hiro was trying to lead us
he was
off.
on his way. So next week, why did he choose?
What do you
Let
mean?
me shoot Hiro's thing with blue tracksuit.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue My tracksuit.
I don't even... Because exercising...
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Nope, that wasn't it. Huh? Yes, I see. So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea. Frick. Contradiction somewhere.
First of all, we know...
Way.
So it means it's either
heard him,
Hiro
right?
or Mondo at this time. So I just need to actually shoot the dang thing!
Why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one... So, the killer was wearing my tracksuit.
I don't even... Because exercising...
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Dang it.
Oh, what you're saying? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him. My tracksuit is black.
This? Nope. I don't understand!
Shoot!
There's
First of
something
all,
I'm not
we know
getting.
where Chihiro was headed.
Very
He
destiny
was on his way to go exercise.
Oh, what? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Is that it? No, that's not it. I'm dead. I can't figure it out. What is it? I just shot myself. I died anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nobody believes me. No, clad black and I don't understand. It would appear that the one with the is not the black one. What? I had nothing to do with this. Yes, of course, give it another shot. What did I do wrong? What is it? Who is it? It's right in front of my face, isn't it? I'm very confused now.
Oh, the killer was wearing the same blue track. My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. because exercising sucks.
Sapia?
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Nope.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
What did he say? Who said it?
What, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Nope, that's definitely not it. Did I already do that? What is wrong? What did I do? What am I doing?
First of all,
We know where he was
Something
on
I'm
his
not
way,
getting.
So next we have to. Why did he choose?
What do you mean this?
I got it! It matched the one.
So.
Why did I
The
make
killer
it
was wearing
mean?
the same blue track. My tracksuit.
We don't even.
Because exercising
I have a white track.
Killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit. My tracksuit is black.
shoot.
First of
I'm
all,
very
we know where
confused.
Chihiro
Help.
was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
So, what you're saying is...
Wait.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as
Oh,
him?
wait. I think I get. Because they didn't say what color the tracksuit was.
first
I
of
got-
all,
I think
we
I got-
know where Chihiro was
I'm trying to
headed.
remember so
on
I
his
can
way,
help.
so next why did he choose?
What do you mean this?
I got it! It matched the one.
So, what you're saying...
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
There we go. Got it. She didn't say the color. I got it.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
I think I got.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a tracksuit into a duffel bag, and then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
That took me a minute.
And before we
I
began
thought I had
the
to do a
trial,
flashback.
did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Oh, frick, it is Mondo. I actually like mine, Mondo. Oh no.
The tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died.
Cherry?
That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Why'd you call him Cherry?
Oh, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Why didn't you say
No.
anything?
That can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
That took me a minute.
It would appear
I did not
you
notice
dug
that.
your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Yep.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
He did?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
Yeah, what?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. The way he was acting? The way he talked?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Oh, he did?
Once
I
I
did
picked
not
up
notice
on
that.
it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed?
such a tiny detail?
I didn't notice that.
You a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Right, Mondo?
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone!
Yes,
You've
you
been
did.
all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
Oh,
This is a
this is
false
where
accusation.
Taka's bro shit comes
It's
in.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
What are you talking about, Gerbil?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh
What?
yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Who was it?
What kind of evidence?
Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
It might be. Tell us.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
What is
It
it?
happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found it on the ground, right? It must belong to... Not mine. It's Chihiro's.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yeah.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's
Really?
odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Oh, he's trying to rile up... trying to rile up
You're right.
Monokuma.
They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this
Gatling
one
gun.
does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Ooh. Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Yeah.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible. By hacking it, by hitting its weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Of course I do!
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Yeah, and they figured it out by messing with Leon's.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's
Yeah?
a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Almost
Then
positive.
allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Oh, wait! So that's another reason why... Oh, that's why he wouldn't take his clothes off in the sauna. That's why Mondo was wearing the clothes in the sauna. He was testing it out with freaking Leon's handbook. He had Leon's handbook with him, and he had it on under his clothes. And that's how he figured out that it was high
I
temperatures.
flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Yeah, and after he figured it out, Mondo went back with... Mondo went back with, with Chihiro's handbook. After he moved Chihiro in, or was it Bayaka? Either Bayaka or Mondo moved Chihiro's body, but either way, either of them moved their body into the girls' room, and freaking Mondo had brought it into the sauna to essentially die.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Yeah, he used the sauna.
Because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Yep.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Yeah, he probably had Leon's handbook on him and brought it into the sauna by accident and refused to take off his clothes.
What if
he was already planning on
accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
And then they tested it with Leon's. Oh, no, wait, no, they took Leon's handbook. And it's Mondo's handbook that's in the mailbox.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Yeah, Mondo accidentally had it on him when he was in the sauna, and then he switched out with Leon's and put his broken one in with the other two in the mailbox.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Mondo.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
He didn't even take off his clothes.
Who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought the handbook into the sauna? Really, only have been one person, and it was Taka! It was me. Where's Mondo? There's Mondo. It was you, Mondo.
Here's my answer.
I was tempted to
Mondo,
select Leon.
Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Yeah.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
I was not expecting it to go back to this image.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
I thought this was the end of seeing naked Taka.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
I knew it. Well, after a while, but yeah, I knew it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
He's a gang
I
leader.
don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Has to be the broken handbook. Inside card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Broken handbook. There we go. Haha.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
Yeah, and he took Leon's.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then,
Wait, Mondo's gonna
the
die now.
broken
I don't
handbook
want
in
Mondo
the
to
main
die.
hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
Yeah.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Oh, that's dark. Okay.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Okay, so I can just kill somebody and take their handbook, and then I can go into the girls' locker room.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Wait, does that mean that Hifumi now knows how to get into the girls' locker room?
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Oh, I had to convince Taka,
Okay,
not Mondo.
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Taka
That
will
way,
refuse.
everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing arm. Begin. Alright, Chihiro. Oh wait, this one. That one's the right one. And she stuffs it back in, waves goodbye. And... Oh wait, this one. This one. It says hi, puts in the locker. Takes the dumbbell. Holding the dumbbell. Then it splatters. Killed her. And then rolls up the carpet. Wait, no. And then takes down the picture. Carries him over. Wait. Wait, no, that's the same thing. Oops. Not that one. Then went to the girls. Then used it to open the door. Wait, that one. There we go. Sees the dead body, grins, goes back. Heads in. Eyes were up. Oh wait, that's the same thing. Can't be that. Has that. Then takes her blood, writes this. Then Act 5. He has the handbook. Throws it into the sauna. Oh wait, this one first. He goes into the sauna. Alright. Hoping this is right.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Yep.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Yep.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who is apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Because she is my... Oh, frick. Whoops. Need to reread. Okay, I got that one mixed up. I think I fixed it.
With bag
I
in
got it
hand,
backwards.
Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She
Confuse you.
made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
This case
Simple,
was
because she was really a he.
this case was a little more confusing than the first
Which is
one.
why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yep.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Yeah.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
I don't know why this is just the beginning news. Really? I don't know why Bayaka decided to help and try to pin it on Genocide Jack. That was weird.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Making you go on a wild goose chase.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Yeah.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Which I don't understand why he even did that.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yep.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna.
And that's because they accidentally brought it in with
And
them.
the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Mondo's upset.
Isn't
Oh, I
that
like the
right,
right.
Mondo Arata?
Oh no, I liked Mondo. I don't want it to be Mondo. Complete. One mistake.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Oh, so I'm gonna have to convince Taka.
You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. However, he revealed himself earlier in the trial. Yo, this seems sad. All I have to do is check the one item of his, and everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles, which absolutely. Well then, good luck and have fun. I am on freaking mean. Moment of truth.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Wait, give me a sec. Press right mouse button. I was pressing.
False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False.
I think I broke the game. Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
He's upset. Break.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Yep.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
But why? Do the beats help you when doing the next time? Really? Okay. Oh. I got a C in a couple parts, but it's fine. I got a B. That's still passing. And I got 770 coins.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
Do you?
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on!
He still hasn't accepted
No
it.
waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
Has to be
Will
Mondo,
you
I'm
make the
sorry.
right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I didn't
What's
want
it
it to
gonna
be
be?
Mondo.
What's it gonna be?
Yay, Monopoly. Guilty. Oh no, what is this gonna be like?